pull something else down.
Okay, you want to start again?
Yeah.
The hidden female messages in Black Panther. Hi, I'm Kahari Inahara, author of the best-selling book Race Code War, and of the new. Let me start again. What about over there? Are you monitoring that?
Well, I got it rolling. You just have to go back and edit it. That's all.
Do you know how to do that from the recorded version?
Well, I did. It just took me God knows how long to do it. I just fumbled through it, but it can be done. Yeah.
But you know how to do it. Is it still on right now?
Yes, on.
Okay, I don't want it to record what we're saying now.
Well, I mean, you can always come back and cut it out. You gonna cut it out, right?
I don't know. I don't.
You go back and edit it. There shouldn't be a problem editing it. Well, what you want me to do? Set up a new file?
Yeah. Or no. Okay, let's just start all over again. We'll stay with the same one.
Yeah, you're saying you start a new file. That's going to have to go and have two files. In.
Yeah.
All right, let's start over. I'm ready.
Okay. Hidden female messages in Black Panther. Hi, I'm Kahari Inahara, the author of the bestseller Race Code War, and author of the new book to soon hit the marketplace, Sex Code War. Now, this book is about hidden sexual images, symbols, and words, code words, that we need to be aware of and how they influence our thought, speech, and action. I'm going to give my opinion of what I observed in the Black Panther movie. Let me say up front that on the surface, the movie captures our attention because of its beautiful colors, clothes, the beautiful black women, ornaments, nice green scene-based waterfalls, mountains, interesting flying machines and gadgets, advanced aviation, and the greatest technology in the world. This black civilization has no major diseases like HIV/AIDS, cancer, heart disease, drug addictions, crime, or for what appears to even be poverty. Their religion is ancestor worship. Now that in itself has a lot of implied meanings. It's not Christianity or Islam. Now that was a big one. That was a big differential. The movie depicts a different image of black people in that it shows the possibilities of what can happen when black people are united and on one accord. They become completely self-reliant, self-sufficient, and then they possess and control the continent of Africa that has the world's greatest resources and minerals, to which black people use for their own development, survival, and advancement. In this movie, black people do not need or rely on other people, no matter what color they are, for their survival, growth, and development or technological advancement. So, in the sense that the movie teaches the message about black unity, black solidarity, and black power. That's, in a sense, what this movie is teaching. While all this is good, real good, on the surface, however, there's a hidden message that lies beneath the beautiful colors and images and technological marvels. In my observation, the movie implies that this kind of black unity, this kind of black self-reliance, this kind of black self-sufficiency can only be achieved if black women are in charge technologically, physically, morally, spiritually, and intellectually. And only this can be achieved if they are unmarried and remain unmarried to black males. In essence, black males have become just prompts. And the subtle message is, it's time to stop propping them up. They are weak, spineless, and divisive. All these males want is sex, play, and to fight. The real brains, The real peacemakers, the real advanced thinkers and rulers of the black nation are women. The movie suggests, look, why not just get rid of the man? You don't really need them anymore. We've got sexual toys and robots that will do what you need. The subtle message is, men are useless. Get rid of them. Now, in my Essence magazine bestseller, Race Code War, and my new book, Sex Code War, it shows how powerful colorized images are used to conceal the real meaning so that the conscious mind misses the hidden messages and the subconscious mind picks them up and makes it a part of an individual's thought, speech, and action without them being consciously aware of it. In essence, these images get inside your brain and they influence the way you think. They also influence how you talk, how you walk, how you are. It affects how you develop your relationships without you even being aware of it. Movies are not made just to make money or solely for entertainment purposes. No! They're made also for propaganda purposes to convey political, social, and racial and gender messages to the subconscious mind that eventually will affect your thought, speech, and action. And it affects the thought, speech, and action of millions of people. Individuals that do not see the movie are influenced by those who do. These images impact how we think and act on a daily basis. It shapes our values and our standards of existence. Every scene in a movie, every angle, the lighting, the sound, how the makeup is applied, the computerized simulations in a major movie as well are all thought out and carefully researched. They look at the impact it will have on the human psyche and the overall society. You don't spend billions of dollars and not know what the message is intended to do. Under the cover of all that beautiful blackness is a hidden message about the emasculation and other uselessness of the black male. This movie is part of an attempt to subliminally image and recruit black females away from black males so that black females will see black males as worthless. One of the hidden messages is to stop trying to pump up the black male because he is no real protector or real men. Women are stronger and therefore can be both male and female. The idea is you don't need a man. The strongest message is that the idea that black women are superior, black men are weak and unpromising vessels. This notion is laced throughout what I saw in this movie. In the movie, the female takes the role of the male. Just look at it. She's the one with the spear. She's the most powerful. She's the greatest warrior. The female takes the role of the male, and the male takes the role of the female. It is done in a way that gets the approval of both black females and black males, because all the colors, all the gadgets, all the technology make you believe that this is the right kind of blackness and that it can only be achieved not in a partnership with each other, but by black women leading and controlling. Leading and controlling. In this movie, the most visible military is all black females with bald heads, which make them appear in the mainstream consciousness mindset to appear as masculine. Masculine, not feminine, masculine. And powerful as if they were male warriors. In this movie, the females protect the males and not the males protecting the females. Young brothers and sisters who see this movie don't know the difference. They think It's all right for the women to be the warriors while they become the nurturers, meaning that under the cover of blackness, we're allowing someone to reverse the roles of black men and women, which have held for 3 million years. During that time, it has been males as the protector and women as the nurturers. It's not an inferior superior role. It's not a superior inferior role. It's an equal role, but that's what the roles have been. This is what nature intended in all species, where the males protect the females. In essence, the movie is feminizing and womanizing the males and masculinizing and manning up the females. That's my opinion. That's my observation. In the movie, this male superhero is one of the weakest superheroes I have ever seen in a major motion picture. He is wholly dependent on female strength, intelligence, and cunning for his survival. Without them, he is dead. He is dead without them. His sister is the brains, not him. She is the brains, built the technology for his power, for his suit, and for what powers the whole city. So she is in charge on a mission early in the movie to save someone who needed saving, a woman that he was supposed to have a love interest in. He has a failure of nerves against an enemy. Now, how is this perceived? In the deep mind, he is perceived as weak, incompetent, and cannot complete the task that a man must do. The bald-headed female warrior who is accompanying him has to complete the task, has to do the man's job, and she tells the Panther's sister that he does not have the stuff as a man to finish the job. She will have to do the job for him. Woo! Even on his mission to a city, to the casino, to recapture their stolen technological device, he is not super strong or powerful enough by himself to defeat a one-armed white bandit and small gang of thieves. He has to have both of these females with him, one to run the technology and the other to throw 20 men off a balcony somewhere. Now, these one-armed bandits are symbolic of the white supremacists that robbed Africa of its most precious diamonds, gold, and other precious metals and minerals, and for years just raped the continent. By contrast, let me show you by contrast what a white superhero is. I'm not even talking about superhero here. I'm talking about James Bond. Let's just take James Bond. He would have beat up the whole group of bandits by himself and emerged victorious using his own brain. The two, you see, the two do not equate. The black male superhero carries 2 women with him to help him fight other men. The hidden meaning is that he is weak, the females are strong, or more masculine figures than he even is. The image of the Black Panther is that he is weak, indecisive, and technologically ignorant. He is unmarried. Now watch the family messages that are being sent here. He is unmarried with no children or family. His sister, who is the technological genius and fierce male-like warrior, tells him what to do. She is also unmarried. His mother, the queen, is unmarried and her husband is dead, and she is not remarried since his death. No major women in this movie are married. The question is why? What is the message that's being sent? So where is the image of constructive black male-female relations and household? Where's the image of marriage? Now you ask yourself, then what are the men doing? Well, they are workers in the field in other sub-kingdoms. The image of the female in this movie is that of a ruler of the nation despite the existence of a king. The king is just a prop. The real kings in this movie are the females. Now, let's look at the role of the CIA. which, by the way, if it's the same CIA I'm thinking about, would not hire and train blacks for many years. Now, this white male who represents the CIA, whatever that means, I think I know what it means, but let's just roll with what I think it means, is that his image is that of a harmless, lovable, comedic white male character who is protected from harm by the black females, who looks like he has the good of the black nation at heart. Is this the real history of the CIA in Africa? Now, many operations around the world have played great roles in the massive oppression of Africa and black people around the world. Comedy characters are used to subliminally fool people into believing that they are the good guys, that we should trust and work with them, even though history has another story to tell. Now, to go deeper into the rabbit hole, in the final battle scenes in this movie, the black female warriors, represent this new feminist tradition of female warriors, like Supergirl, Wonder Woman, where the females beat up 10 men at a time. Now, wait a minute. See, this is where the problem is. You're going to show movies to young males and females where all on television and the movies, anytime you go into a store, you see women on the cover of these movies holding guns like they are the central characters. Yet, you still have this notion a man shouldn't hit a woman. Wait a minute. Then why are you showing these women fighting 10 men, throwing them off balconies? Something's wrong with that image. Young children see that, and they cannot, in their mind, separate what you're telling them versus the hidden images of what they're seeing. Somebody is setting up a war between males and females, and we had better pay attention. Let's go back to that battle scene. The black females are standing over the beaten black males. Yeah, literally standing over top of them, thus sending another message that black women are strong and black men are weak. There was even a scene in which these so-called people who liked each other, the bald-headed warrior, female warrior, and this other guy who was one of the leaders, black males, she looked him dead in the eye and he asked her, which one are you going to choose, me or the government? She said, I will kill you for this government. And you know what he did? He blinked. He got weak and he bowed down to her. Wow! Good God Almighty. What message are we sending? In short, the subliminal message that goes to that young black female's mind is that black males are weak, they're useless, therefore only the women can lead and protect the race. What message goes to that young black male's mind? That he is weak, useless, and that he must depend on black females for his survival because he cannot protect and take care of himself or the race. This is the hidden message of the battlefield scene. Even when the women are enclosed in a circle, fighting for their lives, it took tons, dozens of black males with shields to fight just a few black females in that circle. Woo! Look at the hidden message there. This is a part of the racist idea to portray black males as weaklings, cowards, and females as strong. There is no male-female balance. The hidden message of black male emasculation, in my opinion, is in full throttle. This is why so many black males flock to the movie under the guise of, oh, I love the hairstyles, the clothes, and other attractions. They're getting, and maybe not even realizing, they're getting this hidden message about the males and about themselves. Black women up to now have resisted the message to abandon black males. Since many white females, or should I say white supremacists, did not follow the message, they are recruiting new followers. thereafter non-white females, black women, Asians, Latino, to name a few. And I believe that this could be a subliminal effort to recruit black women so that they begin to look down on their men, not look up or not look across. They look down. Now, one other piece. The cousin that came to claim the kingdom, he beats up the existing king, throws him over the waterfall. Waterfall is a symbol of birth and fertility. This symbolized a new birth and beginning for the black nation. What was the new birth in the beginning? This new king from America said, look, we must push international black development. It's not good for just one household to have and not share. We must build the whole black world. Now, this is what every racial population has done. White folks have ensured that all white nations grow and develop. Asians are now doing it now. Everybody does self-interest politics except black people. We are taught it's bad. So what did they do with the cousin? They made him a villain. They made him a villain. Oh, he's bad because he wants to share. He wants to build collective black world development. That's the message. He was discouraged. He was discouraged and he became the villain. He looked bad. Now, one other thought on the father-son relationship. Started out, looked like, oh goodness, finally, we got a positive father-son relationship going on. Guess what? They made sure that that was destroyed. Why? He goes back to the past. He discovers that the father killed his own brother. Woo! My God, look at this. And then the king at that time, before the cousin took him down, the king had a falling out with his father. Now, the same split you got between father and mother, father and son in this culture existed in that movie. So there was nothing that was building in terms of our relationships. Women, men, unmarried, no marriages, no households. The queen, still unmarried. None of those kind of nation-building things, yet there's a nation there. How is that possible when you don't convey those kind of messages? So look at what they're telling us. Look at the message they're sending. Black women, they're saying, go your separate way. You don't need them anymore. Abandon them. They're weak and punny. Black men, do not stand up. You're not man enough. You're weak. You must rely on women for your protection and your salvation. Black fathers and sons, you can't work it out. There's no such thing as a relationship. It's hopeless. You see, underneath all of that supposed message of all this unity, solidarity, colors and waterfalls and technology is that hidden message of divisiveness. This has been an effort to expose and decode the hidden female messages in that movie. Now we must think about what it is that we are looking at. We must begin to do another form of analysis. Just because something looks good and because it hypes you up does not mean it is designed to convey constructive messages to you. Who's financing this movie? Who's making money off of this movie? How is this movie black owned, black controlled, totally black developed? Really? Is it? Where are our black theaters by which this can be shown? When did we start producing the cameras which shoot the scenes, all the prompts, the sound equipment? When did we have total control? When you say it's a black movie, not a black theme, you say it's a black movie, then black people should own and produce the cameras. They should own and produce all prompts. They should own and produce all the sound equipment, all the lights, all the other things that are necessary to produce a movie, because then you control everything from the ground to final consumption. That's power. Anything short of that is people taking your images, creating what they think you might want to see, because you're hungry and you're thirsty for something constructive, but lacing it with another message that says to black men, you cannot do this. This world that we showed you in this movie cannot be achieved unless it's black women that are at the helm of making this come about. There's no other way to make this happen. This is my analysis. This is my opinion of what I saw. You're welcome to give me your opinion. You can do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say, but this is how I see this, and this is where I stand. And hopefully I can get some feedback, I can get some criticism, tell me I'm right, tell me I'm wrong, but study it carefully before you do and see. Now, it may come off as saying, look, they're trying to give equal balance. They're trying to make sure women are well represented and they change them. Okay, fine. But don't do it at my expense. Don't do it where it looks like I'm a prop and I'm weak and I'm divisive while you're strong and run everything. Come on. That's imbalance, overcompensation. No, that's not us. We have to do this. I don't need for a woman to be a man and for a man to be a woman. That's not what we are about. Let a man be a man and let a woman be a woman. And yet let them be equal. That is the history of our culture. Being equal. The sexual equality is the key. I don't want to abuse you and I don't want you to abuse me. But when there's hidden messages that imply something in order to put something in your brain about me, it is imperative that folk like me and others analyze this and call it out for what it is. This could be a great message. The problem is it only says this message can come about if the black male is rendered impotent, if he is not a part of the picture eventually, because all he wants to do is fight, be envious and jealous. In that movie, there was solid black female unity. In that movie, there was no male unity. They were fighting with each other, disagreeing with each other, backstabbing each other. Look at what's being said here, that the men wreck the world and that the women are the saviors and the new beginning. Now, that could be true, but this is no way to present it, because what happens, it means that somehow all men are worthless, that we just lost, we ain't got no answers. Really? And that the women are the saviors of the world. They may be. They may be eventually the saviors of the world. Then let's see if that plays itself out. I am for the total equality of all people, especially black people. And within the black community, men and women must be equal, because we must stand shoulder to shoulder and we must bear the burdens, must bear the responsibility. We must stand together and be together. That is what we are supposed to do. And I firmly believe that. So therefore, I'm going to point it out where I see an insidious message that's being used to creep into our psyches, into the deep psyche. Pick up my new book, Sex Code War. Pick up my old book, Race Code War, by Kahari Inaharo. Thank you for listening. Let's talk real soon.